But we start with some breaking transfer news this hour coming out of Tottenham involving not one but two Everton players. Richarlison, we knew of their interest. Now there's a new name in the frame as well. Michael Bridge is here to tell us more. Good afternoon, Michael. What can you tell us?
Morning, Jules. Yeah, quite a morning. We said this morning that Chelsea are interested in signing Richarlison. Then I took a call about Spurs going to ramp up their interest in Richarlison this week. Then before going on set, took a call from my colleague Lyle Thomas to say that there's a package deal being discussed between Richarlison and Anthony Gordon. That is a new name for Tottenham Hotspur. That Tottenham Hotspur want younger English players. That's a target this summer as well. They're very ambitious this summer. Obviously, they're back in the Champions League, but they need to sort out their homegrown quota. So that's something they are looking at. Of course, they like Jed Spence as well from Middlesbrough. So younger players as well. I know they've signed Ivan Perisic and Yves Bissouma and Fraser Forster, but younger players potentially in the EFL they're looking at as well. But this is a new one. Anthony Gordon, he's an attacking midfielder who can play on the left wing, but can also play on the right-hand side of midfield as well. And it will be remains to be seen whether Everton will consider this. I know Frank Lampard's looking to completely sort of change his squad, his first team. How much money does he have? We don't know that, do we, as yet? What we do know is that Richarlison has been tracked by Spurs for some time. Some will also say that's been right back from the time at Watford. Some of the clubs looking and seeing how well he would have done at Everton. Well, what was the question? The answer simply was he's done very well at Everton. It's been a bad couple of years there, but he has stood out for Everton Football Club last season under Frank Lampard. But Gordon is a very, very interesting one. But Spurs looking to make changes. Antonio Conte is well known. Used to look at his subs bench and look back and say, and think he doesn't have much on that bench. Big changes next season. 5 substitutes. He wants a top bench. Steven Bergwijn will probably be heading off to Ajax as well as someone who can play on the right and the left-hand side. But this is a big development, not just Richarlison, but Anthony Gordon as well.
On Richarlison, we know Spurs are keen, as you've been explaining, but they face competition, don't they, for him?
Yes. Chelsea like him as well. I know that concerns from Chelsea supporters about them not doing any business as of yet, but Todd Boehly, very, very hands-on at Chelsea in his early stages. He's sort of a bit of an unofficial sporting director at the moment. They like him as well. So it remains to be seen what happens there with Richarlison. Of course, there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin there at Everton as well. Look, Everton want to be a lot higher in the league table than they were last season. But does Frank Lampard maybe need to sell one big name player for big money for him to sort of change his squad around to how he sees fit? Yeah,
so there's this double interest now from Spurs in Richarlison and Gordon, as you've explained. We know that Harry Winks is interesting Everton, the Spurs midfielder, of course. Does that have any impact on that potential move?
My understanding so far, and of course this is breaking news straight off the bat, that's separate. That's a separate interest. Frank Lampard likes Harry Winks. He thinks he can get him back to playing like he did a few years ago. I think Harry Winks would say himself, probably maybe needed a move a season or two ago. He made his England debut a few years ago and was man of the match. That is a separate deal, I'm told, so far. Tottenham wanting a permanent deal. Everton potentially wants a loan with view to a permanent. What I do know is I think Frank Lampard wants it to happen. Spurs want it to happen.